Hello and welcome to today's video where we will be discussing journal entries on NetSuite. So a lot of what you're going to see on the screen here will depend on the permission that you have and also the way that NetSuite has been set up. For example, when I create a journal entry, I can see that menu here with activities, transactions, lists, reports, but maybe on your access you're going to see a different menu than this one. So obviously what you see here is based on the classic interface view of NetSuite. And to change your view to the classic interface, you'll have to go to Home, Set Preferences, and within the Set Preferences, click on Use Classic Interface. Now the journal you're seeing is the primary journal entry form. The NetSuite provides two standard forms, like the primary one and the standard one. Both of them have a different look. You see here that the primary form has got a different look to the standard one. And right now I'm going to select a subsidiary because I'm on NetSuite One World with multi-subsidiary management. But if you're on a single instance of NetSuite, then you won't even need to enter this field. I'm just going to make sure the date is correct, the posting period is correct. If this journal needs to be reversed, I could put the reversal date here. I might also want or need to defer the entry. The memo field is a way for you to enter a comment on that transaction. And at the bottom, you're going to see the lines. So here you can enter the accounts to debit and credit, the amounts. You can put a memo to here. The name field will allow you to set the name of an employee, of a customer, or a vendor. So if you're trying to impact a receivable account and you want to set a specific customer to this, then of course you can assign the right customer there. You can use classifications that are helpful when you're doing your reporting. And if you're using additional bundles and modules, you can set your rev rec, you can set your asset, your fixed asset, or you can set your amortization schedules there. So every debit needs a balancing credit. So what I recommend doing is if you entered a lot of information on the first line and you want, for example, the categorizations to be the same, the memo to be the same, you click on the first line and you click on Make Copy. Of course, you're going to have to delete this debit amount and maybe put it there. And then instead of the receivable, just look for whatever account you need the credit to be on. Okay? So that's it for the creation of the journal entry. Once it's ready, you can save it. And once you save, if you have the permission to approve the journal, it's going to impact the GL. If you're not a journal approver, then what you do is, as an approver, first of all, you're going to go on the dashboard once the journal is saved. Here, you're going to go on the dashboard and you're going to add a very interesting element to the reminders. So let's go to the dashboard. Here, I'm going to scroll down to the reminders. By the way, maybe your reminder is not at the bottom, maybe it's all the way up here. Each NetSuite account is different. And if you're not seeing reminders, you can just on your dashboard click on Personalize and then click on Reminders. So you're going to see it. So now on the reminders, I see I have 4 journals to approve, right? So if I click on this, I'm going to see the 4 of them here. So that's one way to manage the approval of journal entries. Now, that's one way of creating a journal. It's manually. There's the other way, which is by importing it. You can click on import here. NetSuite is going to give you a template that you can fill, and basically by following this template, you'll be able to know the kind of information that's required. So I'm using the Excel in French, so my delimiter is the comma, well, a semi-comma actually, the semicolon, but in your country maybe it's a comma, so you're going to have one column here for account, one column for amount debit, credit, for the line, the memo, etc. By the way, the entity is the name, so it's going to be the name of the employee, the vendor, or the customer. So once you filled up that template, you saved it, you can import it here, and the journal will be created on NetSuite. Now, the third way journals are created on NetSuite is from the actual use of your bundles. So, for example, if you have amortization schedules on NetSuite, if you are using this bundle, then it's not enough just to create the schedule and assign it to transactions. You have to run the journal entries to amortize them. Same thing for revenue recognition. And the same will be also true for intercompany adjustments. And also potentially if you've got the fixed asset, whenever you run your depreciations, this bundle will also be creating journal entries automatically for you. So these are the main ways to create journal entries. I hope this video was useful to you. So assuming that you're using NetSuite on a multi-subsidiary account, your month end will have an additional step of eliminating the intercompany transactions. To do so, you'll have to go to Setup, Accounting, and Manage Accounting Periods. You're going to select the month that you want to close. You're going to click on the checklist. You're going to go down the steps, the tasks. You're going to clear all of them one by one. And one of the tasks will be to eliminate the intercompany transactions. Once you run this task, NetSuite will create journal entries automatically on the elimination subsidiary level, basically balancing out all the subsidiaries' intercompany transactions. Now, if you need some more information about journal entries, how to memorize them, how to import them, if you need some support, just reach out to us and we will be very happy to help you out. Thank you.